Have you ever experienced the ache of missing someone? The kind of longing that seems to tug at your heartstrings, leaving you feeling incomplete? It's a universal human experience, one that we've all grappled with at some point in our lives. But what if I told you that there's a way to navigate through this emotional terrain with grace and understanding? Imagine waking up each day with a renewed sense of peace and contentment, regardless of who may or may not be by your side. That's the promise of the insights we're about to explore together in this video. So, if you're ready to embark on a journey of self-discovery and transformation, then buckle up because we're about to dive deep into the heart of what it means to miss someone and how we can use ancient wisdom to find solace and meaning in our experiences. But before we dive in, let me ask you this. Have you ever found yourself caught in a whirlwind of thoughts and emotions, unable to shake the feeling of missing someone dearly? Perhaps it's a friend who has moved away, a loved one who has passed on, or even a cherished pet who has left an indelible mark on your heart. Whatever the case may be, the ache of missing someone can feel overwhelming at times, leaving us feeling adrift in a sea of longing and nostalgia. But fear not, dear viewer, for you are not alone in this experience. In fact, the very fact that you're here watching this video is a testament to your willingness to explore new perspectives and seek guidance in navigating the twists and turns of life. And that's exactly what we're here to do together. Throughout this video, we'll be drawing upon the timeless wisdom of Buddhism, a tradition that offers profound insights into the nature of human suffering and the path to liberation. From the concept of impermanence to the practice of mindfulness and loving kindness, we'll explore how these teachings can help us cultivate a deeper sense of peace and acceptance in the face of missing someone. But before we delve into the specifics, let me take a moment to invite you to engage with this content in a meaningful way. Whether you're watching this video out of curiosity, seeking solace in your own experiences of missing someone, or simply looking for some inspiration to brighten your day, I encourage you to approach this journey with an open mind and an open heart. Throughout this video, I'll be sharing practical insights and actionable tips that you can apply to your own life right away. So, if you find something that resonates with you, I invite you to pause, reflect, and consider how you might integrate these teachings into your daily life. And hey, if you're enjoying what you're seeing so far, why not show your support by giving this video a thumbs up? Our goal is to reach 1,000 likes, and with your help, I have no doubt that we can make it happen. So go ahead, hit that like button, and let's spread the wisdom far and wide. In the next part, we'll begin our journey by exploring the nature of missing someone and why it's such a deeply human experience. So stay tuned, and together, let's uncover the secrets to finding peace and fulfillment, even in the midst of longing. Thank you for being here, and let's dive in. Lesson 1: Understanding the nature of missing someone. The unavoidable feeling. Missing someone, it's a feeling we've all experienced at some point in our lives. Whether it's a friend who moved away, a loved one who passed on, or even just a colleague who's no longer part of our daily routine, the ache of their absence can be profound. Exploring the emptiness. When someone leaves our lives, it's like a piece of the puzzle goes missing. Suddenly, there's this void, an emptiness that seems impossible to fill. We find ourselves yearning for their presence, wishing we could turn back time or be reunited once more. The roller coaster of emotions. The journey of missing someone is a roller coaster ride of emotions. One moment, we might feel overwhelmed with sadness, tears welling up in our eyes as memories flood back. The next, we might be filled with anger or frustration, wondering why they had to go. The power of memories. Memories become our lifeline, keeping the flame of our connection alive. We cling to moments shared, replaying them in our minds like a cherished movie. From inside jokes to heartfelt conversations, these memories bring comfort in times of longing. The illusion of distance. Even when miles apart, the bond we share with someone can transcend physical distance. In today's digital age, technology bridges the gap, allowing us to stay connected through calls, messages, and video chats. Yet, despite the convenience, the ache of missing someone remains. Yearning for connection. At the core of missing someone is a deep-seated yearning for connection. Human beings are social creatures, wired for companionship and belonging. When that connection is severed, even temporarily, it leaves a void in our hearts. Navigating through grief. Missing someone isn't just about longing for their presence. It's also about navigating through the stages of grief. Denial, anger, bargaining, depression, acceptance. Each emotion washes over us like waves crashing against the shore. The fear of forgetting. One of the greatest fears we face when missing someone is the fear of forgetting. We worry that with time, memories will fade, and the bond we shared will diminish. Yet, it's important to remember that love transcends time and space. Embracing the pain. While the pain of missing someone may feel unbearable at times, it's essential to acknowledge and embrace it. Pain is not our enemy, but rather a messenger, guiding us towards healing and growth. By allowing ourselves to feel deeply, we honor the significance of our connection. Finding meaning in loss. In the midst of missing someone, we may question the meaning of our loss. Why did they have to leave? What is the purpose behind this pain? While these questions may not have easy answers, they invite us to explore the deeper mysteries of life and death. The promise of healing. Although the pain of missing someone may seem insurmountable, there is hope on the horizon. Time, they say, is a great healer, gradually easing the sharpness of our sorrow. Yet, healing is not just about the passage of time. It's also about the choices we make along the way. Gratitude for the past. As we journey through the wilderness of missing someone, it's important to cultivate an attitude of gratitude for the time we shared together. Instead of focusing on what's lost, we can choose to cherish what remains. The memories, the lessons, the love. Honoring the absence. In the tapestry of life, every thread serves a purpose, even the ones that seem to unravel too soon. The absence of someone we love reminds us of the fragility of existence, urging us to live fully and love deeply while we still can. Seeking solace in unity. In times of missing someone, we are not alone. Countless souls across the globe are experiencing the same ache, the same longing for connection. In our shared humanity, we find solace, knowing that we are bound together by the invisible threads of love. Embracing the present moment. While it's natural to yearn for the past or pine for the future, true peace can only be found in the present moment. By fully immersing ourselves in the here and now, we release the grip of longing and open ourselves to the beauty of life as it unfolds. Finding purpose in pain. The pain of missing someone is not without purpose. It serves as a catalyst for growth, propelling us towards deeper self-awareness and compassion. Through our tears, we water the seeds of resilience, courage, and wisdom within us, transforming sorrow into strength. Our greatest challenges often become the fertile ground for our greatest growth. In the crucible of sorrow, we discover reservoirs of strength we never knew we possessed. With each tear shed, we reclaim our power and rise stronger than before, choosing love over fear. In the face of missing someone, we are presented with a choice: to succumb to the shadows of fear or to embrace the light of love. By choosing love, we transcend the limitations of separation and unite our hearts across time and space. A journey of healing and hope. As we embark on this journey of missing someone, may we remember that we are not defined by our losses but by the love we carry within us. Through our tears and our laughter, our struggles and our triumphs, we weave the tapestry of our lives with threads of healing and hope. Lesson 2: the Buddhist concept of impermanence. In life, there's a beautiful yet sometimes difficult truth. Everything changes. This fundamental principle is central to Buddhist philosophy and offers profound insights into our experience of missing someone. Think about it. Have you ever noticed how nothing in life stays the same? Seasons change, flowers bloom and wither, and even our own thoughts and emotions come and go like passing clouds. This impermanence is the essence of existence, and understanding it can bring great solace when we're missing someone dearly. Imagine holding onto a handful of sand. No matter how tightly you grasp it, some grains will inevitably slip through your fingers. This analogy beautifully encapsulates the Buddhist concept of impermanence. Just as the sand constantly shifts and changes, so too does everything in our lives, including our relationships. This doesn't mean we shouldn't cherish the moments we have with loved ones. Rather, it teaches us to appreciate them fully while they're here and to let go gracefully when the time comes. Consider the beauty of a cherry blossom tree in full bloom. Its delicate petals dance in the breeze, captivating us with their fleeting beauty. Yet, as quickly as they appear, they soon fall to the ground, reminding us of the transience of life. Similarly, our relationships blossom and fade, each moment precious in its own right. Embracing impermanence allows us to savor these moments fully, knowing that they won't last forever. Picture a flowing river, ever-changing and fluid. Just like the river, life moves in constant motion, carrying us along its currents. Sometimes we may feel like we're fighting against the tide, clinging to what once was. But by embracing impermanence, we can learn to go with the flow, trusting in the natural rhythm of life. This acceptance brings a sense of freedom and ease, allowing us to release the grip of attachment and find peace in the present moment. Think about the seasons of the year, each one unique and fleeting in its own way. Spring brings new life and growth. Summer radiates warmth and vitality. Autumn offers a time of reflection and letting go, and winter invites us to rest and rejuvenate. Just as the seasons change, so too do the circumstances of our lives. By recognizing the impermanence of these cycles, we can navigate them with grace and resilience. Imagine watching a sunset, its colors painting the sky in a dazzling display of beauty. As the sun dips below the horizon, we're reminded of the fleeting nature of time. Yet, in that moment, there's a profound sense of peace and awe. Similarly, when we embrace impermanence, we can find beauty in the ever-changing tapestry of life, knowing that each moment is a precious gift to be cherished. Reflect on the rhythm of your own breath. Inhale, exhale, repeat. With each breath, we're reminded of the impermanence of life itself. Just as each breath is fleeting, so too are the moments of our existence. Yet, within this impermanence lies the beauty of being alive. By fully embracing each breath, each moment, we can find joy and gratitude in the simple act of being. Consider the analogy of a candle flame flickering in the darkness. Its light dances and shifts, casting shadows that waver and change. Just as the flame is impermanent, so too are the moments of our lives. Yet, within this impermanence lies the potential for growth and transformation. By embracing the ever-changing nature of existence, we can find freedom from suffering and discover true peace within ourselves. Imagine gazing up at the night sky, mesmerized by the twinkling stars above. Each star shines brightly for a fleeting moment before fading into the vastness of space. Similarly, our lives are but fleeting moments in the grand scheme of the universe. By embracing impermanence, we can find comfort in knowing that we are part of something much greater than ourselves, a cosmic dance of energy and light. Think about the cycle of the moon, waxing and waning, a constant reminder of the ebb and flow of life. Just as the moon undergoes its phases, so too do we experience the highs and lows of existence. By embracing the impermanence of these cycles, we can cultivate resilience and adaptability, knowing that change is an inevitable part of life. Consider the analogy of a sandcastle on the beach. No matter how meticulously built, it is destined to be washed away by the tide. Similarly, our attachments and desires are transient, fleeting like the sands of time. By letting go of our attachment to outcomes and embracing the impermanence of life, we can find freedom from suffering and discover true peace within ourselves. Imagine walking through a forest, surrounded by the beauty of nature in all its forms. Each tree, flower, and blade of grass is a testament to the impermanence of life. Just as the forest undergoes constant change and renewal, so too do we experience growth and transformation. By embracing impermanence, we can cultivate a deep sense of connection to the world around us, knowing that we are part of a vast and ever-changing tapestry of existence. Reflect on the beauty of a snowflake, delicate and unique in its crystalline structure. Just as each snowflake is ephemeral, so too are the moments of our lives. Yet, within this impermanence lies the potential for infinite possibilities. By embracing the ever-changing nature of existence, we can find liberation from suffering and discover true peace within ourselves. Consider the analogy of a river flowing steadily downstream. Just as the river is in constant motion, so too are the currents of our lives. By embracing the impermanence of these currents, we can navigate the waters with grace and ease, trusting in the natural flow of life. This acceptance brings a sense of peace and serenity, allowing us to let go of resistance and find joy in the present moment. Imagine standing on the shore of a vast ocean, watching the waves crash against the sand. Each wave rises and falls, impermanent yet eternal in its rhythm. Similarly, our experiences come and go like the tide, leaving behind traces of memories and emotions. By embracing impermanence, we can ride the waves of life with grace and resilience, knowing that each moment is a precious opportunity for growth and self-discovery. Reflect on the passage of time, seconds turning into minutes, minutes into hours, hours into days. Just as time is fleeting, so too are the moments of our lives. Yet, within this impermanence lies the potential for transformation and renewal. By embracing the ever-changing nature of existence, we can find liberation from suffering and discover true peace within ourselves. Consider the analogy of a butterfly emerging from its chrysalis, transformed and reborn. Just as the butterfly undergoes a process of metamorphosis, so too do we experience growth and change throughout our lives. By embracing impermanence, we can embrace the beauty of transformation and cultivate a deep sense of gratitude for the journey of life. Lesson 3: Mindfulness and Meditation Practices. Have you ever felt like your mind is a busy highway with thoughts racing by like speeding cars, leaving you feeling overwhelmed and exhausted? So you're not alone. In today's fast-paced world, finding moments of peace and tranquility can seem like an impossible task. But what if there was a way to quiet the noise, to find stillness amidst the chaos? That's where mindfulness and meditation come in. Picture this. You're sitting comfortably in a quiet room, eyes closed, focusing solely on your breath as it flows in and out of your body. With each inhale and exhale, you feel yourself becoming more present, more grounded. This is mindfulness, the practice of being fully engaged in the present moment without judgment. It's about bringing awareness to your thoughts, feelings, and sensations without getting caught up in them. Now, you might be thinking, but I don't have time for meditation. Trust us, you don't need hours of spare time or a special meditation cushion to reap the benefits. Even just a few minutes a day can make a world of difference. Whether it's a quick breathing exercise during your lunch break or a guided meditation before bed, carving out these moments for yourself can have a profound impact on your overall well-being. But what exactly are the benefits of mindfulness and meditation? Well, for starters, they can help reduce stress and anxiety, improve focus and concentration, and promote emotional balance. Imagine having the ability to respond to life's challenges with calmness and clarity, rather than reacting impulsively out of fear or frustration. That's the power of a regular meditation practice. And the best part? Anyone can do it. You don't need any special equipment or training, just a willingness to sit with yourself and cultivate a sense of inner peace. So why not give it a try? You might be surprised at how much lighter you feel with each passing breath. In the next part of this video series, we'll dive deeper into the different types of meditation practices and how you can incorporate them into your daily routine. Until then, remember to take a moment for yourself each day, even if it's just a few mindful breaths. Your mind and body will thank you for it. Lesson 4: Compassion and Loving Kindness, Metta. Embracing the power of compassion. Compassion is like a warm embrace for the soul, a beacon of light in the darkest of times. When you're missing someone, it's easy to get lost in your own pain, but compassion gently reminds you to extend kindness not just to others, but also to yourself. The ripple effect of loving kindness. Imagine throwing a pebble into a still pond. The ripples spread out far beyond the point of impact. Similarly, practicing loving kindness, or metta, creates a ripple effect of positivity that touches not only the person you're missing but everyone around you. A simple practice with profound effects. Loving kindness meditation is a simple yet powerful practice that can transform your outlook on missing someone. By silently repeating phrases like, "May you be happy," "May you be healthy," "May you be safe," "May you be at ease," you're cultivating a genuine wish for the well-being of yourself and others. Breaking down barriers. When we're missing someone, it's often because we feel a sense of separation or distance. But through loving kindness, we dissolve those barriers that divide us. We recognize our shared humanity and interconnectedness, realizing that love transcends physical presence. The healing power of self-compassion. In the midst of longing for someone else's presence, don't forget to extend compassion to yourself. Self-compassion is not selfish. It's essential for healing. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer to a dear friend in need. A remedy for loneliness. Loneliness is a universal experience, but it doesn't have to consume you. Through loving kindness, you can soothe the ache of loneliness by connecting with the boundless love that resides within you. Remember, you are never truly alone when you cultivate love in your heart. Shifting focus from loss to love. Missing someone often revolves around the sense of loss. However, by practicing loving kindness, you shift your focus from what you've lost to the love that remains. It's a gentle reminder that love endures, transcending time and space, creating a sanctuary of love. Your heart is a sanctuary of love, a sacred space where you can retreat in times of longing. Through loving kindness meditation, you nourish this sanctuary, making it a refuge of warmth and comfort even when someone is physically absent. Forging deeper connections. Loving kindness isn't just about those we miss. It's about all beings, including ourselves. As you cultivate compassion, you forge deeper connections with others and with yourself, enriching your life with love and understanding. An invitation to open your heart. When you're missing someone, it's tempting to close off your heart to avoid the pain. But loving kindness invites you to open your heart wide, embracing both the joy and the sorrow that come with love. A practice of generosity. Loving kindness is a gift you give freely, without expecting anything in return. By offering goodwill to others, you cultivate a spirit of generosity that uplifts not only those around you but also your own spirit. Finding comfort in connection. Even when miles apart, love connects us in ways that transcend physical distance. Through loving kindness, you can tap into this profound sense of connection, finding solace in the knowledge that love knows no boundaries. Pathway to inner peace. In the hustle and bustle of life, it's easy to lose sight of inner peace. But loving kindness paves a pathway to tranquility, guiding you back to the calm center of your being where love resides eternally. Nurturing the seed of love. Within each of us lies a seed of love waiting to blossom. Loving kindness meditation is the nurturing soil that allows the seed to grow and flourish, spreading its roots deep into the fertile ground of the heart. Cultivating a mind of kindness. In a world filled with strife and discord, kindness is a revolutionary act. Through loving kindness, you cultivate a mind steeped in kindness, sowing seeds of compassion that have the power to transform the world. An antidote to negative emotions. When sadness, anger, or resentment arise in response to missing someone, loving kindness offers an antidote. By replacing these negative emotions with thoughts of goodwill, you dissolve the poison of bitterness and resentment, a source of strength in times of difficulty. Life is full of challenges, but love is the greatest source of strength. Through loving kindness, you tap into this reservoir of inner strength, empowering yourself to face whatever obstacles come your way with grace and resilience, inviting joy into your life. In the midst of missing someone, it's easy to forget the joy that life has to offer. But loving kindness invites joy into your heart, reminding you that happiness is not dependent on external circumstances, but on the love you cultivate within, embracing the beauty of impermanence. Finally, loving kindness teaches us to embrace the beauty of impermanence. Just as the seasons change and flowers bloom and fade, so too does the nature of our relationships. Through loving kindness, we learn to cherish each moment and hold our loved ones with open hands, knowing that love transcends the boundaries of time and space. Lesson 5: Detachment and Non-Attachment. Detachment may sound like removing yourself from the world, like becoming a recluse atop a mountain. But in reality, it's about freeing yourself from clinging too tightly to things, people, or situations. Imagine holding a bird gently in your hand versus clutching it tightly. One allows the bird to fly when it's ready, the other may inadvertently harm it. This analogy illustrates the essence of detachment. In our fast-paced world, we often find ourselves chasing after fleeting pleasures, whether it's material possessions, relationships, or accomplishments. But Buddhism teaches us that true peace comes from letting go of these attachments. It doesn't mean we can't enjoy life's pleasures, but rather, we don't let them define our happiness. Non-attachment doesn't mean being indifferent or apathetic. Instead, it's about cultivating a sense of inner freedom, where our happiness isn't dependent on external factors. Think of it as being like a lotus flower that floats serenely on the water, untouched by the mud below. When we're attached to something, we give it the power to control us. Our happiness becomes contingent on its presence or absence. But when we practice detachment, we reclaim our power. We become the masters of our own destiny, no longer at the mercy of external circumstances. Detachment doesn't mean cutting off ties with the world. Instead, it's about forming healthy, balanced relationships where we give without expecting anything in return. It's about loving deeply but lightly, knowing that everything is impermanent. By letting go of attachments, we open ourselves up to a deeper level of joy and fulfillment. We no longer fear loss because we understand that everything is transient. This realization liberates us from the cycle of suffering. In a world that constantly bombards us with messages of consumerism and materialism, practicing detachment is like finding an oasis in the desert. It's a radical act of rebellion against the notion that our worth is tied to what we own or achieve. Detachment isn't something that happens overnight. It's a gradual process that requires patience and self-awareness. But with practice, we can cultivate a mindset of non-attachment that brings us lasting peace and contentment. Imagine living life like a river flowing effortlessly downstream, unencumbered by the rocks and debris along the way. That's the essence of detachment, letting go of resistance and allowing life to unfold naturally. In our consumer-driven society, we're often led to believe that more is better. But Buddhism teaches us that true abundance comes from within. When we let go of our attachment to external possessions, we discover the richness of our inner world. Detachment isn't about renouncing the world or denying ourselves pleasure. It's about finding a balance between enjoying life's pleasures and recognizing their transient nature. It's about savoring each moment without clinging to it. In the words of the Buddha, the root of suffering is attachment. When we cling too tightly to things, people, or outcomes, we set ourselves up for disappointment. But when we practice detachment, we free ourselves from this cycle of suffering. Detachment isn't about suppressing our emotions or becoming numb to the world. It's about embracing life fully while understanding that everything is impermanent. It's about loving deeply but letting go lightly. By cultivating a mindset of non-attachment, we become more resilient in the face of life's ups and downs. We no longer ride the roller coaster of emotions, but instead find a sense of equanimity amidst the chaos. In a world that's constantly changing, clinging to things only leads to suffering. But when we practice detachment, we learn to flow with the currents of life. We become like bamboo, bending but never breaking. Detachment isn't about becoming aloof or disconnected from others. Instead, it's about fostering genuine connections based on mutual respect and understanding. It's about loving without possessing, giving without expecting. As we deepen our practice of detachment, we begin to experience a profound sense of freedom. We no longer feel weighed down by the burden of attachments, but instead soar freely like a bird in the sky. In conclusion, detachment is not a sign of weakness but of strength. It takes courage to let go of the familiar and embrace the unknown. But in doing so, we open ourselves up to a world of infinite possibilities and boundless joy. Lesson 6: Detachment and Non-Attachment. Detachment isn't about cold indifference or shutting down your emotions. It's more like finding a peaceful oasis within yourself, where you can observe the ebb and flow of life without getting swept away by its currents. Picture yourself standing by a riverbank, watching leaves float by. You acknowledge their presence, but you don't cling to them or try to stop their journey. This is the essence of detachment. In our fast-paced world, we often feel pressured to hold on to things tightly. Our possessions, relationships, even our identities. But clinging too tightly can lead to suffering. Think of a clenched fist versus an open palm. The fist might hold onto something for a while, but it also creates tension and strain. The open palm, however, allows things to come and go freely without resistance. Non-attachment doesn't mean you don't care about anything. It means you care deeply but are not defined by external circumstances. Your worth and happiness come from within, not from external validation or possessions. Imagine a bird perched lightly on a branch. It enjoys the view but is ready to fly at any moment. This is the freedom of non-attachment. In Buddhism, non-attachment is seen as a path to liberation from suffering. When you let go of attachments, you free yourself from the cycle of craving and aversion. Instead of being driven by desires and fears, you can experience life with greater ease and equanimity. It's like stepping off a roller coaster and onto solid ground. Practicing non-attachment doesn't mean you become indifferent to the world around you. Rather, it allows you to engage more fully because you're not constantly bogged down by attachments and expectations. You can appreciate the beauty of a sunset without desperately clinging to it, knowing that it will fade away in its own time. One of the keys to cultivating non-attachment is mindfulness. By bringing awareness to your thoughts and emotions, you can start to untangle yourself from the stories you tell yourself about what you need to be happy. You begin to see that happiness doesn't depend on getting what you want but on being at peace with what is. Non-attachment also involves embracing impermanence. Everything in life is constantly changing. Our bodies, our relationships, even our thoughts and feelings. When you accept this truth, you can let go of the illusion of control and surrender to the flow of life. It's like learning to dance in the rain instead of waiting for the storm to pass. Detachment and non-attachment are not about withdrawing from life but about engaging with it more skillfully. When you're no longer weighed down by attachments, you can move through the world with greater freedom and joy. You become like a lotus flower, rooted in the mud but reaching towards the sun, unfazed by the changing tides. Lesson 7: Finding Inner Peace and Balance. Feeling like a ship tossed in a stormy sea? It's time to find your anchor, your inner peace, your balance. Welcome to the sanctuary within yourself. Picture this: a serene lake at dawn, the water so still it reflects the sky like a mirror. That's the kind of calm we're aiming for here. Imagine waking up every morning feeling centered and grounded, no matter what storms may rage outside. That's the power of inner peace. It's not about escaping reality. It's about finding a refuge within yourself, a place where you can weather any storm with grace and resilience. Think about it. When you're balanced and at peace within, the ups and downs of life don't throw you off course. You become like a mountain, rooted deeply in the earth, unshaken by the winds that howl around you. But how do we find this inner sanctuary? How do we cultivate that sense of peace and balance amidst the chaos of everyday life? It starts with a simple shift in perspective, a willingness to look inward and explore the landscape of our own minds and hearts. Take a moment to close your eyes and breathe. Feel the rhythm of your breath, the steady rise and fall of your chest. This is where it begins, in the simple act of being present with yourself, fully and completely. Now, let's talk about some practical techniques for nurturing that inner peace. Meditation is one of the most powerful tools we have for calming the mind and finding that stillness within. It doesn't have to be complicated or time-consuming. Even just a few minutes of mindfulness meditation each day can make a world of difference. Another key ingredient in the recipe for inner peace is self-care. This means taking the time to nourish your body, mind, and spirit with things that bring you joy and fulfillment. Whether it's going for a walk in nature, practicing yoga, or indulging in a favorite hobby, make time for the things that feed your soul. Remember, finding inner peace is not a destination. It's a journey. It's about cultivating a way of being in the world that allows you to navigate life's challenges with grace and equanimity. So, take a deep breath, dear friend, and know that you are capable of finding that peace within yourself. Lesson 8: The importance of community and Sangha. In the vast landscape of life, we often find solace in the company we keep. Picture this. You're walking through a dense forest, feeling a bit lost, when suddenly you stumble upon a clearing where a group of people is gathered around a warm fire. Instantly, you feel a sense of belonging, of connection. That, my friend, is the magic of community, and in the realm of Buddhism, it's known as Sangha. Think of Sangha as your spiritual family, a supportive network of like-minded individuals walking the path alongside you. Just as a tree relies on its roots for stability, we rely on our Sangha for strength and support on our journey towards inner peace and enlightenment. Now, you might be wondering, why is Sangha so important? Well, let's break it down. First and foremost, Sangha provides us with a sense of belonging. In a world where we often feel disconnected and isolated, finding a community that shares our values and aspirations can be incredibly comforting. But Sangha is more than just a social club. It's a place of learning and growth. Within the Sangha, we have the opportunity to learn from one another, to share our experiences and insights, and to support each other on our spiritual journeys. It's a place where we can ask questions, seek guidance, and receive encouragement when we need it most. Moreover, Sangha serves as a mirror, reflecting back to us our own strengths and weaknesses. Through our interactions with others, we gain valuable insights into ourselves, our habits, and our patterns of thought. In this way, Sangha becomes a catalyst for personal growth and transformation. But perhaps the most powerful aspect of Sangha is its capacity to cultivate compassion and loving kindness. As we engage with our fellow Sangha members, we develop empathy and understanding towards others, fostering a sense of unity and interconnectedness. In the words of Thich Nhat Hanh, a renowned Buddhist teacher, the most precious gift we can offer anyone is our attention, and within the Sangha, attention is given freely and generously. We listen deeply to one another, offering our presence and support without judgment or agenda. So, if you're feeling lost or alone on your spiritual journey, I encourage you to seek out a Sangha near you. Whether it's a local meditation group, a Buddhist temple, or an online community, finding your Sangha can be a powerful step towards finding inner peace and fulfillment. Remember, you don't have to walk this path alone. Together, we can support and uplift one another, creating a world filled with compassion, understanding, and love. Lesson 9: Practical techniques for coping with loneliness. Loneliness can feel like a heavy weight on our hearts, but there are simple yet powerful techniques rooted in Buddhist wisdom to help ease its burden. In this part, we'll explore practical strategies you can start implementing today to navigate through moments of loneliness with grace and resilience. Imagine your heart as a garden, and just like any garden, it requires tender care and attention. One technique is to cultivate self-compassion. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer to a dear friend. When loneliness creeps in, acknowledge your feelings without judgment. Remind yourself that it's okay to feel lonely sometimes. It's a natural part of the human experience. Another powerful tool is the practice of gratitude. Take a moment each day to reflect on the blessings in your life, no matter how small they may seem. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's lacking to what's present, fostering a sense of abundance and contentment. Mindfulness meditation is like a soothing balm for the soul. By anchoring your attention to the present moment, you can find refuge from the storm of loneliness. Notice the sensations in your body, the rhythm of your breath, or the sights and sounds around you. Allow yourself to be fully present, free from the grasp of past regrets or future worries. Connecting with others, even in small ways, can help alleviate feelings of loneliness. Reach out to a friend or loved one, schedule a virtual coffee date, or join a community group with shared interests. Social connection nourishes the spirit and reminds us that we're not alone on this journey. Engaging in activities that bring you joy and fulfillment is essential for combating loneliness. Whether it's pursuing a hobby, spending time in nature, or volunteering for a cause you care about, invest in activities that nourish your soul and uplift your spirits. Practice self-care rituals that nurture your well-being. Prioritize adequate sleep, nourishing meals, regular exercise, and moments of relaxation. Treat yourself with the same level of care and attention you would give to a cherished loved one. Embrace solitude as an opportunity for self-discovery and inner growth. Use this time to deepen your relationship with yourself, exploring your interests, values, and aspirations. Solitude can be a sacred space for reflection, creativity, and personal renewal. Cultivate a sense of purpose by aligning your actions with your values and contributing to the well-being of others. Engage in acts of kindness and compassion, both towards yourself and those around you. When we extend kindness to others, we create ripples of connection that transcend feelings of loneliness. Stay open to the beauty and wonder of the present moment, even amidst moments of solitude. Find joy in simple pleasures, like a warm cup of tea, a breathtaking sunset, or the laughter of children playing. Cultivate an attitude of curiosity and wonder towards life's unfolding mysteries. Remember that loneliness is a temporary state, not a permanent condition. Just as clouds eventually pass, so too shall feelings of loneliness. Trust in the inherent resilience of your spirit, knowing that you possess the strength and courage to weather life's storms. By incorporating these practical techniques into your daily life, you can navigate through moments of loneliness with greater ease and resilience. Remember, you are never truly alone. Draw strength from the timeless wisdom of Buddhist teachings and the interconnectedness of all beings. Together, we can cultivate a world filled with compassion, connection, and boundless love. Lesson 10: Stories and Teachings from Buddhist Masters. The Wisdom of Ages. The Tale of the Bamboo Basket. In ancient Japan, there lived a monk named Tanzan. One day, he met a traveler who admired his beautiful bamboo basket. Tanzan offered it to him as a gift, to the traveler's surprise. When Tanzan's fellow monk, Aikido, asked why he gave away such a precious possession, Tanzan replied, "I have no use for it. I'd rather give it to someone who needs it." The lesson of the teacup. Once, a scholar visited a Zen master to learn about Zen. The master served tea but kept pouring even when the cup was full, spilling tea everywhere. The scholar cried out, "Stop! The cup is full. It can't hold anymore." The master smiled and said, "Like this cup, you are full of your own opinions and speculations. How can I show you Zen unless you first empty your cup?" The Stonecutter's Dilemma. In China, there lived a stonecutter who dreamed of being rich and powerful. Through a series of encounters with higher beings, he realized that true power lies not in external wealth but in inner contentment. Each time he wished to become something else, he learned to find happiness in his present state. The lotus in the mud. The lotus flower, revered in Buddhism, symbolizes purity emerging from the murky depths. Despite growing in muddy waters, it remains untainted. Similarly, we can rise above life's challenges and find beauty amidst adversity. Everyday enlightenment, the beggar's joy. A beggar once asked Buddha, "Why am I so poor?" Buddha replied, "You lack nothing. The true richness lies in contentment." The beggar's perspective shifted, finding joy in simplicity. The three questions. A seeker asked a wise monk three questions. When is the best time to do things? Who is the most important one? What is the right thing to do? The monk's answers were simple: now, the one you are with, and to care. The drowning man. A man caught in a river's current desperately clung to a branch. Seeing him struggle, a master reached out his hand. "Take hold of my hand," he said. The man refused, waiting for the currents to slow. The master replied, "If you don't take my hand now, you'll perish." Similarly, we must seize the opportunities for growth when they arise. The farmer's luck. A farmer's horse ran away, and his neighbors exclaimed, "What bad luck?" The farmer replied, "Maybe." The next day, the horse returned with a herd of wild horses. The neighbors rejoiced, but the farmer said, "Maybe." His son broke his leg trying to tame one of the horses. Again, the neighbors lamented, but the farmer's response remained, "Maybe." The following day, the army came to conscript young men, but the farmer's son was spared due to his injury. The farmer simply said, "Maybe." This story teaches us the futility of judging events as entirely good or bad. The eternal journey. The monk and the scorpion. A monk found a scorpion struggling in a river. Each time he tried to rescue it, the scorpion stung him. A passerby asked why he persisted despite the pain. The monk replied, "The scorpion's nature is to sting, but mine is to save. Letting it drown would betray my nature, not its." The empty boat. Two monks spotted an empty boat drifting downstream. One suggested retrieving it, but the other disagreed, saying, "Let it be. If the boat is empty, why bother?" This simple tale reminds us to let go of unnecessary burdens and accept the flow of life. The Zen master's lesson. A disciple asked a Zen master for enlightenment. The master poured tea into his cup until it overflowed, symbolizing the mind overflowing with preconceptions. To receive true wisdom, one must first empty the cup of the mind. The echo of compassion. In Tibet, a wandering monk encountered a man shouting insults. The monk remained silent until the man calmed down. Surprised, the man asked why he didn't respond. The monk smiled and said, "If someone offers you a gift, but you refuse to accept it, to whom does the gift belong?" Parting words. These stories resonate through the ages, offering timeless wisdom and guidance. Each carries a profound message, inviting us to reflect on our own lives and perceptions. As we navigate the complexities of existence, may these teachings serve as beacons of light, guiding us towards greater understanding and inner peace. Let us carry these lessons in our hearts as we continue on our journey of self-discovery and enlightenment. Conclusion and final encouragement. Embracing change and growth. In the grand journey of life, where every moment is a new beginning, it's vital to embrace change and growth. Just like the seasons change and the flowers bloom, we too evolve with time. Remember, the person you are today is not the same person you were yesterday, and certainly not the person you will be tomorrow. Life is a beautiful tapestry of experiences, each thread woven with lessons and opportunities for growth. Celebrating resilience and strength. Take a moment to celebrate your resilience and strength. Despite the challenges you've faced, you've persevered. You've weathered storms and emerged stronger than before. Your journey is a testament to your courage and determination. Every setback has only fueled your passion to rise above and conquer new heights. Embracing impermanence. As we bid farewell to this moment, let us embrace the wisdom of impermanence. Nothing in this world is permanent, not even our sorrows. Just as the sun sets, it also rises, bringing with it the promise of a new day. Embrace each moment with gratitude and mindfulness, knowing that it is fleeting yet infinitely precious. Cultivating compassion and kindness. In the vast ocean of existence, let compassion be your guiding star. Extend kindness to yourself and others, for we are all navigating this journey together. A simple act of kindness has the power to illuminate even the darkest of nights. Cultivate compassion like a garden, nurturing it with every word and deed, nurturing inner peace and harmony. Amidst the chaos of life, find solace in the depths of your being. Nurture inner peace and harmony through mindfulness and meditation. Allow the gentle rhythm of your breath to anchor you to the present moment. In the stillness of your heart, discover the vast expanse of serenity that lies within. Honoring your unique path. Your journey is uniquely yours, a tapestry woven with the threads of your experiences, dreams, and aspirations. Honor your path, for it has led you to this moment. Cherish the lessons learned along the way, for they are the stepping stones to your growth and evolution. Embracing vulnerability and authenticity. Embrace vulnerability as the gateway to authenticity. Allow yourself to be seen, flaws and all, for it is in our vulnerability that we find our true strength. Authenticity is a beacon of light that illuminates the path to genuine connection and fulfillment. Expressing gratitude and appreciation. Take a moment to express gratitude for the blessings in your life. From the air you breathe to the love that surrounds you, there is much to be thankful for. Gratitude is the key that unlocks the fullness of life, turning what we have into enough and more. Fostering connection and community. Remember, you are never alone on this journey. Reach out and foster connections with those around you. Lean on your community for support and guidance, for together, we are stronger. In times of joy and sorrow, let us stand united, bound by the ties of love and compassion, embracing the unknown with courage. As you embark on the next chapter of your journey, embrace the unknown with courage and curiosity. Life is an adventure waiting to unfold, with twists and turns that surprise and delight. Trust in the wisdom of the universe, knowing that you are always exactly where you need to be, honoring the sacredness of every moment. Finally, remember to honor the sacredness of every moment. Life is not measured by the breaths we take, but by the moments that take our breath away. Embrace each moment with reverence and awe, for within it lies the essence of eternity. Closing thoughts. As we draw this journey to a close, may you carry these words with you as a guiding light. You are capable of greatness beyond measure, and the world is waiting for you to shine your brightest. Embrace each moment with open arms and a heart full of love, for therein lies the true essence of life's beauty. Farewell, dear friend, until we meet again on the path of enlightenment.